My dear friends, my brothers and sisters, gather close. Lend me your ears, and more importantly, open your hearts and minds to a truth as ancient as time, yet as fresh and vital as the dawn of a new day. For I, Og Mandino, who once wandered in the desert of despair, a ragpicker of broken dreams, have found solace and strength in the eternal wisdom that transcends the fleeting whims of man. And today I stand before you, not as a preacher or a prophet, but as a humble student of life, to share a profound revelation, a simple yet monumental truth, distilled into three potent words. These three words, my friends, are not a secret incantation whispered in hushed tones by secret societies. They are not guarded in vaults or deciphered from ancient scrolls in forgotten tongues. No, they are known to all, yet truly understood and acted upon by so few. And in that crucial distinction lies the chasm, the vast expanse that separates the life of fulfillment and abundance from the life of regret and scarcity, the life of the truly rich from the life of the perpetually poor. The words, my friends, are these doitnog simple? Simple are they not? Almost deceptively so. Yet within this trio of humble syllables resides the very essence of action, the catalyst for change, the key to unlocking your hidden potential and manifesting the life you were destined to live. Let us speak first of the so-called poor. And here I do not speak merely of those whose purses are light. No, my definition of poor encompasses a far wider, more tragic domain. I speak of those who are poor in spirit, poor in joy, poor in opportunity, poor in health, poor in relationships, and yes, often poor in wealth, all because they have fallen victim to the most insidious thief of all, procrastination. The poor, in this grandest sense, are those who perpetually live in the land of tomorrow. I will start my diet tomorrow. I will reconcile with my loved one tomorrow. I will begin that business venture tomorrow. I will learn that new skill tomorrow. I will write that tomorrow. Will save for my future tomorrow. I will tell my loved one tomorrow. Oh, will tell my loved one tomorrow. Oh, this cursed tomorrow. It is the barren ground where dreams go to die, where opportunities wither on the vine, where potential crumbles into dust. Think of it, my friends. How many brilliant ideas have been conceived in the mind, only to be extinguished before they ever saw the light of day, drowned in the murky waters of later. How many acts of kindness have gone unperformed? How many words of comfort unuttered? How many bridges unrepaired? All because we whispered to ourselves, there will be time enough. Procrastination is not merely laziness. It is a complex tapestry woven with threads of fear, doubt, self-pity, and an utterly false sense of security. It is the fear of failure that paralyzes us, whispering, what if it doesn't work? It is the fear of success that can be equally crippling, whispering, what if I can't handle it? It is the doubt in our own capabilities, the belief that we are not enough, not ready, not worthy. It is the insidious trap of perfectionism, the delusion that we must wait until every star aligns, until every condition is perfect, before we take the first step. And so we wait for inspiration to strike as if it were a bolt of lightning from a clear sky. We wait for more knowledge as if knowledge alone, without application, can transform our lives. We wait for more time as if time, the most precious and finite of all commodities, will miraculously multiply itself for our convenience. We wait for the right moment, oblivious to the immutable truth that the right moment is always unequivocally nanobu. The man who delays is like a merchant who hoards his finest silks in a dark storeroom, waiting for the perfect customer, the perfect price, the perfect market. While he waits, the silks gather dust, moths devour them, and time renders them obsolete. His potential wealth remains a mere dream, never converted into reality. This is the tragic fate of the poor. They possess untold treasures within their hearts and minds, dreams, talents, wisdom, yet they allow them to remain locked away, gathering the dust of inaction until they are lost forever. They wake each day burdened by the unfinished tasks of yesterday, the looming responsibilities of today, and the daunting uncertainties of tomorrow. Their lives become a ceaseless struggle against an ever-growing mountain of should-haves and could-haves. Regret becomes their constant companion, a heavy cloak draped over their shoulders, dimming the light from their eyes. They are perpetually out of breath, forever chasing a future that recedes with every tick of the clock. This, my friends, is a life of poverty, regardless of the balance in one's bank account. But now let us turn our gaze with hope and with resolve to the rich. And again, I speak not primarily of financial riches, although those often fall as a beautiful consequence. No, the truly rich are those who are abundant in purpose, rich in courage, rich in peace of mind, rich in vibrant health, rich in loving relationships, and rich in the profound satisfaction that comes from living a life fully expressed. The rich, my friends, are those who have mastered the art and science of do ait neno. This phrase, these three words, are not a mere suggestion for them. They are a command, an unbreakable habit, a guiding star. When an idea sparks in their mind, they do not defer. When a task presents itself, they do not hesitate. When a challenge arises, they do not shrink. They act immediately, decisively. Consider the man with an idea for a business. The poor man will spend weeks, months, even years perfecting his business plan, waiting for more capital, waiting for the economy to be just right, waiting for someone else to validate his vision. The rich man, upon conceiving the idea, will immediately take the smallest possible step. He will make a phone call, send an email, sketch a prototype, conduct a preliminary search. He understands that action, even imperfect action, is infinitely more valuable than flawless inaction. He understands that momentum is built not by grand leaps, but by a continuous series of small, deliberate steps. The rich individual understands that the present moment, this very instant, is the only piece of eternity over which we have any true dominion. Yesterday is a ghost, tomorrow is a phantom. Only Nanobu is real. And in this precious no-do lies all our power to create, to transform, to grow. When you say, Dio iti nango, you are not merely uttering words. You are unleashing a torrent of energy, a cascade of positive forces. You are striking the first spark that ignites the flame of progress. You are taking the initial breath that fills the sails of your ship, setting it on its course. What happens when you decide to Dio iti no? First, you conquer fear. Fear thrives in the vacuum of inaction. It whispers doubts, paints terrifying scenarios of failure, and magnifies every perceived obstacle. But when you take action, even a small, hesitant step, you shatter fear's illusions. You prove to yourself that you are capable, that you are resilient. Each small act of do it now builds your confidence bit by bit, brick by brick, until you have built an impregnable fortress against the paralyzing grip of apprehension. Second, you build momentum. Think of a massive flywheel. It requires enormous effort to get it moving initially. But once it starts to turn, each rotation makes the next easier until it spins effortlessly, generating immense power. Your life is that flywheel. The initial Dio iti nabo is the tremendous push required to get it moving. But once you begin, once you take that first step, then the second, then the third, momentum takes over. Success begets more success. Action breeds more action. This is the secret engine of achievement, powered by the simple decision to act. Third, you eliminate the burden of regret. The heaviest burden to bear is not the failure of an endeavor, but the regret of an endeavor never attempted. The poor are weighed down by the ghosts of what ifs. The rich may stumble, they may fall, but they always learn, they always grow, and they are free from the crushing weight of remorse for opportunities squandered. Their failures become lessons. Their setbacks become springboards because they had the courage to do. Fourth, you seize opportunity. Opportunities, my friends, are fleeting. They are like butterflies, beautiful and vibrant, but they alight for only a moment. The poor admire the butterfly from a distance, debating whether to approach, strategizing the perfect net, only to see it flutter away. The rich simply reach out in that very moment and grasp it. They understand that readiness is a state of being forged through consistent action, not a condition to be waited for. Fifth, you cultivate self-mastery. Every time you choose to do bow, instead of procrastinating, you are exercising your will. You are strengthening your internal muscle of discipline. You are asserting control over your impulses and your fears. This self-mastery is the truest form of wealth, for it allows you to direct your life rather than be swept along by its currents. It allows you to become the architect of your destiny, not merely a passenger. Let us consider the practical applications of this profound wisdom across the various domains of life in the realm of health and well-being. The poor say, I'll start my exercise routine next Monday, or I'll eat healthy after the holidays. The rich say, I will do 10 push-ups right now, or I will choose the salad for lunch today. They understand that a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, and that step must be taken a double. They do not wait for the perfect gym, the perfect diet plan, or the perfect motivation. They simply begin imperfectly if necessary, but immediately. In the realm of financial prosperity, the poor dream of wealth, but delay saving, delay investing, delay learning about money, delay starting that side hustle. I'll start when I get a raise, or I'll invest when the market is perfect. The rich take action. They start saving even a small amount today. They invest in themselves by learning a new skill today. They make that difficult call to their financial advisor today. They understand that compounding works not only for money, but for knowledge and effort as well, and it begins the moment you act. In the realm of relationships, how many hearts have been broken? How many bonds frayed? How many apologies left unsaid? How many words of love unspoken? All because of the I'll do it later syndrome. The poor allow resentment to fester, allowing distance to grow. The rich pick up the phone no do, send the text no double, offer the apology no, extend the hand of friendship and dabu. They understand that love, like a garden, requires constant, immediate tending, or it will wither. In the realm of personal growth and learning, the poor say, I'll read that book when I have more time, or I'll take that course when I'm less busy. The rich open the book and read a single page nano bubble. They sign up for the online course nano dubbo. They dedicate 15 minutes to learning a new language no dubbo. They recognize that consistent, small efforts performed immediately accumulate into monumental transformations over time. This powerful habit of do bau is not reserved for grand, life-altering decisions alone. In fact, its true power lies in its application to the seemingly mundane, everyday tasks. The dirty dishes in the sink, the overflowing email inbox, the unsorted laundry, the unmade bed. Each of these small procrastinations drains a tiny bit of your energy, creates a subtle sense of unease, and reinforces the habit of delay. But when you tackle them immediately, the moment they appear, you reverse the current. You create a ripple effect of efficiency, clarity, and satisfaction. Each small dio itinobo is a victory, a tiny triumph of will over inertia, accumulating into a life lived with purpose, clarity, and a profound sense of control. My friends, I speak to you from the depths of my own experience. I know the paralyzing grip of despair, the crushing weight of regret, the hollow ache of unfulfilled dreams. I learned through bitter experience that the only way out of that desolate land was to stop waiting, to stop hoping for external salvation, and to simply be GIN. To do itinodu, there will be 1,000 voices, both internal and external, that will try to dissuade you. They will whisper, "You're not ready. It's too hard. What will people think? You'll fail." Ignore them, drown them out with the resolute echo of Dio itino. Understand this, the universe rewards action. It responds to your willingness to step forward, even blindly, into the unknown. It conspires to assist those who are in motion. The path ahead will reveal itself not to those who sit and ponder its intricacies, but to those who bravely take the first step. Do you have a dream you've been nurturing in secret? Do I know? Take the smallest possible action towards it today. Is there an apology you need to make, a forgiveness you need to extend? Do I know? The healing begins the moment you act. Is there a neglected area of your life, your health, your finances, your relationships that cries out for attention? Do I know? Even a small correction today can prevent a major catastrophe tomorrow. Is there a skill you yearn to master, a book you long to read, a truth you wish to understand? Do I know? Dedicate a mere 15 minutes to it. That small investment, compounded daily, will yield a harvest beyond your wildest imagination. The truly rich are not born with this habit, they cultivate it. They forge it in the crucible of daily choices. They understand that life is not a dress rehearsal. It is the main performance. And the curtain is always up. There is no intermission. Every moment is an opportunity to act, to create, to live. Do not allow the illusion of limitless time to lull you into complacency. Time, my friends, is not a boundless ocean. It is a swiftly flowing river, and every second that passes is gone forever. The sands of the hourglass fall relentlessly. There is no pause button, no rewind. There is only now. Let this be your new creed, your personal anthem. Whispered to yourself 100 times a day, shouted from the rooftops of your soul, "Dio I know." When you awaken, instead of dwelling on the day's challenges, ask yourself, what is the most important thing I can do in order to move closer to my goals, to serve my purpose, to express my love, and then act. When procrastination whispers its sweet, deceptive lullaby, silence it with the resounding declaration, "I wild do I to know." When fear attempts to paralyze your limbs, push past it with the forceful command, "I manuesti do I to know." The transformation will not be immediate, but it will be inexorable. Little by little, step by step, you will feel the shackles of inertia fall away. You will experience a lightness of being, a clarity of purpose, a surge of energy you never thought possible. Your days will be filled not with the heavy weight of unfulfilled intentions, but with the soaring exhilaration of accomplishment. You will find that the life you envision, rich in peace, rich in joy, rich in health, rich in love, rich in abundance, is not some distant shore, but a destination you begin to build with every immediate action you take. So, my dear friends, I implore you, do not let these words simply wash over you, only to be forgotten moments later. Embrace them. Internalize them. Make them the guiding principle of your life, starting this very second. Rise from the slumber of delay. Cast off the chains of later Take command of your fleeting, precious moments. For in the mastery of these three simple words lies the power to separate yourself from the legions of the unfulfilled and to ascend to the glorious heights of your true potential. Your destiny awaits. Your dreams beckon. Your true, abundant self yearns to be unleashed. The only question remains, will you heed the call? Will you seize this moment? The answer, my friends, must be do itino. Go forth, and may your life be filled with immediate action, profound fulfillment, and boundless blessings.